Back when in high school most of the boys were taller than me, I remember the words of encouragement from Coach, son, you'll never make varsity. Well, that would have discouraged any young man, but I had a secret, you see. When I felt real bad or kinda sad, I remember what my mama told me. You can climb that mountain, you can pole vault across the creek, you scale to the top of the tallest fir and cut out a Christmas tree. You crawl to the top of Dead Man's Rock and dove in the quarry deep. You'll do swell now, go give 'em hell and be what you wanna be. Well, a few years later, some buddies and me were down at the watering hole. We'd had a few beers and I'd said cheers more times than I know. Went in, walked a woman about 6'2", stacked like the Waffle House special. She was everything I'd ever dreamed, with crispy hash browns and ketchup. Well, my buddies saw the look in my eye and they all just started to snicker. She was out of my league, but it was 12:15 and that clock was just a ticking. So I stood up, gathered my courage, my face was a little red, and I looked those boys dead in the eye, and this is what I said. I can climb that mountain, I can pole vault over the creek, I'll scratch my way up that sequoia and trim her Christmas tree. So I walked across the dance floor and looked her right in the knee. I felt like a man when I took her big hand and she started dancing with me. We did the mashed potato and we did the jerk. I lost my heart in the bar that night when that Amazon started to twerk. Well, all my boys were frozen with fear and their jaws hit the floor when that big woman threw me over her shoulder and walked out the barroom door. I climbed that mountain, we skinny dipped down at the creek, I scaled to the top of the tallest fir and cut her out